Hey guys, I am back for a brand new video. Of course, it has been a while since I've actually done an actual few minute long video that's just not 3 minutes long, as I just made a YouTube short. I don't know if any of you have seen it yet. We are making our own Grinch mask out of liquid latex. This is our mask so far. And honestly, I think I'm going to use the greener tone one. So since I'm gonna work on this, I'm going to work on getting a strand of yarn like this thin, I think we should work, let's say this part is gonna be one of his eyebrows. Not a complete eyebrow because it's gonna take a lot. But I'm gonna come over here, get my yarn, just trim up any loops there are. Just like that, you will have 8 little pieces. Now, you can untangle it yourself, or you can get a little brush if you have one, and just kind of sit there and brush it, but you're going to do that after you undo these. So I'm going to shift the camera a bit so you can see. I'm using one of those little phone tripods. It's definitely not the best. It won't hold the best, but still works. So I'm going to tear it straight in half, just like that. And then I'm going to tear it in half again. So we have number 1. Number 2, and then number 3. 3, and then 4. 4. Building the armature so the eyeballs line up correctly in the mold is one of the most crucial aspects. Don't think you can get much closer than that. Having nose measured right, that's the main thing that has to be. So, yeah. I at one point was going to use this yarn right here to make my Heath Ledger's Joker hair, but honestly, I think this is too bright green. I think this would be good for Grinch hair because it's not too green, it's not too yellow. I like the dark green too, but now that I look at this green, that green is just too dark, So I'm going to try to somehow make my own headpiece for the mask. Now, I know y'all have seen me have my Buzz Lightyear cap, but once again, that's, oh crap, the too dark green. So, it just took a bunch of hair off. You're going to keep the hair out there. And don't let the hair fly or run away again like that. So, I'm going to do multiple different parts in this. This is going to be part 1 of our Grinch mask video. And it might be boring at first, just watching me just individually pull out yarn. But by like part 4, I'm gonna guess, we will be able to start getting into the cool, juicy part, like the juicy, fun part of the videos, So, yeah. If you haven't already, I'd go ahead and like and subscribe. If you are trying to find an easy way to make a latex mask at home, honestly, everyone says come over here, put your sculpture you're gonna make, and then get a bunch of silicone and pour it on top, and then get plaster repair bandages. And if you don't know what plaster repair bandages are, I'm not in the mood to just say all that kinds of stuff, so go look it up. Okay, fine, I guess I'll tell you. Basically, it's like plaster of Paris. They're plaster wrap, and when you get them all wet, you can put it on whatever you're making, and it'll dry like a rock. And it basically makes a mold, and then you basically have that you'll basically just have your mold, and then you pour a ton of latex in there, let it sit for a second, and then you pour most of it out so you make a mask. You can do that. Honestly, if you have money and you are able to buy all sorts of stuff, honestly, I could buy it, but I'm not going to make my parents buy me everything because that's not the right way to do it. They already pay for me to eat and put food on my table. I'm going to give them the joy of not having to buy me all my crafting supplies. So, but the easiest way, I've already said it in one of my YouTube shorts, the easiest way to make your latex mask at home is get your sculpture and then paint latex on top. Put like powder on, and then do another layer of latex. And basically you can do enough latex. You can do so much, like you can do basically as much latex as you want. And I'm not saying that dramatically by saying, oh, you can put so much latex on here, it's as thick as an inch, Honestly, you can do what you want to do. Like if you're making a Grinch prosthetic for the nose part, you're going to need it thick and stuff. But like if you're making a mask or something like that, honestly, you'll want it to be probably about this thick right here. Because it's not too thin, it's not too thick. So, yeah. Okay, I have gotten every piece of yarn right here. I'm going to pull and make sure there's extras that need to go back in there. One extra piece. Stuff it in there. It's kind of awkward having curly Grinch hair, So this is the part where the brush comes in. So yeah, I like the brush. The brush is quite fun, So yeah. I love brushes. If you like brushes too, I'd go ahead and subscribe to this channel, That's the way to go. If you like this, I forgot. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just kind of just talking. Sorry, I just plugged in something that y'all are going to find out. Oh, it's already in the camera. Basically, you're just going to get a little curling iron. And yes, I am able to use this on camera. So basically, you're just going to work on... I've worked on a lot of green stuff. You can tell this brush has green everywhere in it. This was my grandmother's dog brush. So we want straight, puffy Grinch hair. So far, this is the closest to my Grinch pants. Actually isn't too bad, except my pants are olive green. So, yeah. Basically, if you can see the red light on there, once it's hot enough, it'll start flashing. I have it on the stand so it won't burn anything. So it'll flash when it's ready. In the meantime, get all your Grinch hairs. Okay. Looks like it's flashing. Okay, so what you're going to do is hold them in there. Let it sit. 3, 2, 1. Slowly pull through. Pinch it as tight as you can. That way, if some of it gets caught in there, it won't burn and just melt to death. Just like that. Okay, you'll notice I straightened it out, but the tips are still kind of curly. So turn around and just do those tips. Okay. It's almost completely straight. If you want, if you're watching this tutorial just because you want just a Grinch mask, then this is for you because we are working on a Grinch mask. But, if I have to say, you want to get the hair as perfect as it can be, I think this is gonna be amazing, hopefully. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl it around. Ta-da, it didn't curl. So, honestly, for evolution masks, if you see on TikTok, they have their channel and all that, they use like actual fur, and then they like use curling iron to curl his grinchy eyebrows. Honestly, I'd say you can do that if you want, but you know, at the same time, it kind of feels like the yarn doesn't really necessarily curl, so you might have to do this. It'll be kind of awkward, but you have to get like hairspray, and basically hairspray, twirl it up, hairspray, and then it should dry curled up like that. I don't know. So far, this is my best so far, like, of the Grinch hair tutorial. Okay, so surprisingly, this wasn't like the longest video I've ever had, you know. Obviously, it isn't the longest. I think one of my longest is probably making 6 from Little Nightmares. So I have an idea. For this. If we heat this up enough, then curl it, maybe we'll have a chance of curling. We're gonna have to leave it in there to sit for maybe about 5 seconds at least. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, yeah, take that out, and then you have kind of curled. I'm going to finish this video right here, and, yeah, I hope you had fun watching this video. Here was your tutorial on how to make good Grinch hair. So, peace.